We also have Douglas Bryant and Paolo Marmo beating.
So it looks to be Harry McClenaghan against, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, against Alex Harrison. And we're going for it. Alex Harrison clearly a good step ahead there, but Rudy with a tackle. Luke Twist going in. And Luke Twist scores. Fabian unable to tackle him and bring it to a close.
Not sure if that was a pass or if the ball got punched out of Alex Harrison's hand, but it worked.
So Rudy bringing the ball up. Werewolves with control. Jan appears to have lost control there. Yep, Jan has lost control. It is Brian 16 for Unspeakables with the bludger that won that. His partner coming up behind Alice.
Oh, no bludger
Unspeakables
situation.
have no bludgers. Rudy's coming in. Tackled by Luke Twist. Blocked. The shot blocked by Aaron Veal. Rudy putting high pressure on Aaron Veal. Aaron Veal running into two bludgers. Quick goal there. Not
called
not
no
allowed.
good.
Called good. An AR and a goal ref not liking it, but the head ref and another AR did. That was a very impressive, very quick goal against bludger control there by Werewolves. And they managed to get bludger control out of it.
Fabian is sitting very, very deep there.
Being picked up by Gemma, that's a height mismatch that Unspeakables could seem to use. Using a screen on Luke. Not seem to be making the most of
Jan's
it.
been beat.
Again, Unspeakables with the bludger play, but not being getting it, didn't quite get it into Fabian's hands. Wrapping up Gemma, but it seems like they're getting called for back contact on Gemma.
The other card for Alti Valkonen, Team Finland.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Nice. I'll need your help with the names
It's
for
all right.
Unspeakables. I do not know them.
We've played them enough times in the last 2 seasons. I've clocked most of them.
Oh, Gemma Thrip getting the blue card for making ref calls.
Little roll of the eyes there. 2 little rolls of the eyes.
So both teams they're down their female chaser. And here we go. Werewolves advancing slowly with bludger control.
Power beat out.
Aaron Veal with the ball. Luke deep left. Harrison behind the hoops. Luke receiving the ball in. Goes too high, which is impressive on Luke
It's
Twist.
a slippy ball.
Oh, Luke. Unspeakables knocking the ball out. Luke inbounding. Sets it back to Aaron on the halfway line-ish.
Luke is not being picked up there at all behind the hoops.
Leaving Luke very deep. Alex Harrison runs in, takes a very clean pass from that and smacks it in with a shot of about 3 meters.
Past the defensive.
Oh, there is a stoppage. I'm not sure what for. Cockram is conferring with his ARs.
10 seconds when this ends.
Oh. They are checking whether the goal actually went in. Goal is called good. Score is currently 3-0. And in how many minutes? That's 4.
2 minutes maybe?
12, you're on.
Don't think
And Rudy is driving in, getting tackled by Aaron Veal,
Oh,
but
goal for
powers
Rudy.
through, scores.
It's all that weightlifting.
Unspeakables currently with bludger control, throwing their bludgers back to the hoop. Jan is coming in. Jan is also beat.
There are still no
Greener is
bludgers
trying
here.
to. Beaters are back. Whilst the beaters are battling, Aaron Veal throws it way too high.
Still not quite entirely sure.
Unspeakables
Oh, there's no bludgers. Rudy is off.
Unspeakable.
Rudy is a
driving
strong
through.
man.
No goal.
No goal.
Shoots, doesn't get it in. Tom Norton with the ball, being tackled in his own keeper's zone by Fabian. But as he's not the keeper, it's fine. Unspeakable's backing off. Wells pulling in with the clutch defense there on the no bludgers attack.
3 minutes in.
3 minutes, 3:10.
I think Rudy might play quite a lot of this game.
Look, Karina and Jan trying to make a play for bludger control.
Baylor here from Unspeakables.
Baylor.
So Tom Norton takes a shot. It's deflected.
Inbound
Werewolves
from the
get to inbound. Back to Gemma Thripp. Passing around the hoops. Not wanting to drive into those two bludgers. Goal
Beat
is goes
before, no
through. Luke shoots, but
Norton
he's
on no
beat
bludgers.
before. Norton, no bludgers. Powering through. Slams it into the hoop. Rudy Fabian unable to score. The Baylor proving ineffective at a driving attack.
Oh, double sub from the sub there. Matthew Drummond is on, BQC winner with Monique Davis.
Rudy looking a little out of breath here.
Can't really blame him.
He's got a lot more of a game to play just yet.
As probably the only chaser who can put in decent contact on the Unspeakables on the pitch as of now.
Yeah, honest.
Going to have a long game.
Oh. Aaron Veal with the incredible vertical deflecting a shot at the top hoop, throwing a wild pass that's picked up by Unspeakables.
Harriet McLennan's done well there to get the ball back.
Oh, Drummond accidentally beating his own partner, causing her to give up on the bludger battle, allowing Karina to retrieve bludger control. Unspeakables throwing a long pass over the hoops to Fabian. He's under a lot of attack, no easy options, takes a wild shot, picked up by Werewolves. Rudy getting a back to hoops from, I think, possible back contact there on Luke Twist, trying to keep the attack alive. Aaron Veal advancing with the ball.
Control for Werewolves.
Alice Walker subbing on for Karina there.
Ed
And
Brett's
Jit
on.
currently on pitch.
Sporting a beautiful moustache. Ed Brett.
Movember in full force. It's good to see just how many of the Quidditch lads are coming out for the Movember.
Be nice to grow facial, be able to grow facial hair.
Oh, Aaron Veal with the shot through the Baylor offense.
Oh, still
Is it
playing cool,
cool,
no good. Cool, no good. One hoop up.
One hoop up. The stoppage of play to fix the hoops.
They realise that shooting on one hoop with Fabian blocking it could be a challenge.
Where are the bludgers currently? That could decide this offense.
Monique
Drummond
behind
is
the hoops.
basically centre of play
No
without, and
bludger.
Monique is behind. Norton would have to get through Rudy, McLennan, and Fabian to get through, but he's not going to. He's looking around. Step them. Bludger is missed. Ed Brett shoots past Fabian. Fabian, no goal.
Score is 60 to 50. 60 to 10.
60 to 10. Werewolves already out of range here. Drummond making a fight for bludger control.
Doing a good job there.
Seems to get it. Anjit sprinting up pitch there. Monique off the back of her own side of pitch, not having bludger control. Forcing Rudy to throw a long
there's a high
pass
miss
to Fabian, which goes through. Aaron Veal unable to stop the goal. But Werewolves running a quick offense back here.
Yeah.
Running. Over the top. Goes in. Possible pass to
Veal
Ed
has
Brett.
some sick vertical, but Fabian is a very tall man. Alex Greenhouse on now to stop those.
Stop those drives. Georgie Rumney subbing on now as a beater for Unspeakables.
John Morris on, chasing with Beth Thompson.
Anjit is safe. Anjit seems to have won the fight for bludger control. Rudy and the Unspeakables having to try and fight into bludger control. Deflected shot by Ed Brett into
One bludger.
Greenhouse's hands. Desperate shot through contact.
Oh, great
Ed Brett
block
shot
from Rudy.
deflected by Rudy. Werewolves ball though, because he's deflected it off the
No,
hard
I
boundary.
think if it's a
Oh,
keeper
no.
blocking a save, it's all right. Yeah.
Those fine points of the rules proving key there.
I saw that. I was like, mud.
Anjit seems to have won that.
Oh.
Oh, Rudy dodges the beat, drives in. Ed Brett.
Still going. Passed it off. Beth Thompson.
Pass doesn't connect. Asher there, able to close down the ball into the hands of Greenhouse.
There are no bludgers here.
Oh, Chaser's being beat out. Greenhouse throws it a little high. Ed Brett takes it one-handed. He's working his way in, Gets a bit beat. Greenhouse picks up the ball. Greenhouse misses. Ball is recovered. Unspeakables live another day.
You know what? They're not too far out of range yet.
Two more goals to get into swim range.
I'm worried if Rudy has to sub off, because Rudy has been everything to Unspeakables' game.
Anjit making an interesting play there. But Unspeakables with bludger control. Ball is being turned over to the Werewolves. Turn over or turned over?
Turned over.
There seems to be a discussion Are Unspeakables going to get a card? Or no, it appears that Steve Cockram is giving the captains a stern talking to with regard to responding to ref calls.
I feel that potentially Rudy's pass was after beaten, that's where this all stemmed from.
Seekers! Now!
Here we go. The captains
are currently up 90-20 against Bath, which is actually quite close. Bath would do it.
Bath have given them a much better game than expected. Unfortunately, Schofield out for spells there. But back to our game. So, Greenhouse with the ball. Ed Brett pushing up on one wing, passing it across to Asher. Werewolves with bludger control. Georgie Romney holding on the hoops.
Deep.
Alex coming in. Gold's no good.
Nice to block here.
Ed Brett's got the ball. It's over. And there, passes to... God, I've forgotten his name.
Ben Honey.
That's the one who shoots it in through the Baylor defence. Baylor defence really not proving effective here for Unspeakables. I wonder if we'll see them mix it up.
8-2.
Robbie Pearce on chasing. Unusual decision.
Rudy still on, bringing up the quaffle.
This is not a very...
Anjit's taking that fight in the middle of the pitch for the beta game.
Rudy's making a move.
Ruby's ran away.
But he has no real options here.
Getting tackled. And Werewolves contest each other for the high ball.
Getting called as a foul.
Dived to get the ball and as a result tripped over John Morris.
Tripped up John Morris.
Tripped up, tripped over.
Whatever.
Tripped under.
That's why we're not professionals.
Thank God, who would pay us? But here we go. Jesus is raising his concern, and Brett's looking to try and contest it.
So Cockram felt it was all right, but
it depends. Oh, here you go. Cockram is listening to Ed Brett. Will he manage to sway him? Bonus question: should he manage to sway him? Should players even be allowed to talk to refs about decisions?
Is he speaking captain for them? Maybe. Who knows?
I think he is their captain.
Oh, okay.
Bidwell did sort of pop onto pitch to talk to Ed briefly.
Greenhouse getting a yellow card.
Oh,
not arguing with the ref. Done well. Another roll of the eyes.
Yeah, it does seem that Greenhouse was unfortunate. Stolen there by Ben Honey, but beaten there. The attack is still on. John Morris beaten. Asher with the ball. Asher driving against one bludger. The bludger misses, but she passes off to Ben Honey anyway. Driving in, he goes down to the floor. He's fighting his way through, but he's tackled.
Looks like a foul.
The ref is calling for advantage here. Oh, that is distracting, that whistle on the other pitch. Ben Honey scrambling desperately to keep control of the quaffle. All the time they spend fighting for this offense is more time they can wait for Greenhouse to get back in play. So, the situation, the sight we are presented with, we have Ruby on one hoop, we have a beater on the lower hoop, and then both Fabian and John Morris are to the right of the rightmost hoop.
There are no bludgers for Unspeakables.
That looks to be, again, for what must be a repeated occurrence now for Unspeakables, their available bludger is back at the edge of their...
Rudy. Yellow card for Rudy, that's a big loss.
242.
Cheers, Alex.
Illegal shirt grabbing being called.
Oh no. 2 yellow cards.
Oh, illegal contact to the head on Ben Honey.
So what happens when you make a beater chase? Robbie Pearce.
It'll be interesting to see. The first card was given to Rudy, so he will be the one that goes on. Ben Honey being gifted a call here in front of the hoops with no one in front of him.
Let's go.
It did appear there that Abita was looking like he was going to dive at that goal.
20 seconds. 20 seconds. Yep.
Score is 90-20.
Unspeakables currently a player down. Drummond playing under number X.
10 seconds.
John Morris quickly subbing off whilst Ruby advances up the pitch. Fabian wearing the green. Calling for it.
Nobody.
Under bludger pressure, throws the ball away. Werewolves running up the field. Swish past to Ben Honey by the hoops. Alex Greenhouse finally paying attention to the fact he can go back on pitch. Oh, Fabian runs in, shoots at the 2 bludgers, misses. Werewolves again with the ball. Bidwell now advancing the ball. Anjit and Alice driving up the pitch with their bludgers.
I don't see Gio in
Twist
the subs
driving
box
up
for
one wing.
Unspeakables.
Tom Norton on the other. Tom Norton coming in. Nice
Infield
cut.
pass.
Shoots. Scores. The bailer for Unspeakables. They don't really seem to be putting much effort in anymore. I think this is the point where at 110 to 20 at about 10 minutes in there seem somewhat defeated mentally now. It's only a matter of time. Drummond beat out there. Anjit safe. Tom Norton attempting to tackle Rudy. Rudy holding strong.
Rudy probably turned into that.
The new inbounding rules causing foul play for Newton there. Norton even. That's not a mistake you want to make any time. It would appear. We have first aid being is required for Karina. She's sitting up though. She seems all right. Might have just taken a bit of a blow to the head.
I'm not sure if there was a foul there, if that was just called on there.
Who are you? Cool. Very much. Being fed to the wolves here, pardon the pun.
You'll have a defensive seeker, so hopefully. You might not, they might just go for it.
Although I would strongly disagree for going for it to cold catch in a semi-final, right?
Please.
And this will be myself and Sam signing off here, as we now need to go play on a different pitch. Enjoy!
Stop.
Who wants to comment on that? I just felt it right now. Jim, it's your time to shine, mate. Scott the toy, commentate. Oh, you're about to play.
The toy's definitely about to play.
Nah, don't worry about it. Go on, Scott.
If I'm commentating, it's karaoke all the whole time.
That's the type of commentary I want to Oh no, not again. Round we go.
Very cool.
But I just sit and play it down yesterday.
Paula needs to be on pitch.
This is not story time. We need to get the game going. You haven't got on the record. So, Ben Robert and Danny
Stamina.
I'm glad you had two phones out.
I wouldn't be screwed if it was on Florida.
You got the actual pitch time.
I'm behind you. I'm going to continue as a list. Quite a number of goals.
seconds.
Baby,
Oh my god, he's like really appreciative.
Yeah, it's like, if you're there, you've got to be like 10. That was a counter. I'm like, both of them. Like, both times.
Yeah. Look, Florian off at like 15 and a half or something.
Sorry? Lee. Yeah, L-E-E.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know.
They really do, yeah.
I've seen that there's so much trouble.
Florian! Florian!
Yeah, he's got it.
It was no goal.
Goal's good. Well,
20 now.
It basically attributes to
yeah, Florian can help me.
Florian, that's 16 minutes of the cool seekers.
And we have speakers. Speakers, that's 2 balls. Speakers.
have a first aider. Anyone has a first aider. No, just very quiet. Oh, Dad, you're back.
Snitch, you're on perch. Last time it was 10, what is it going to be this time? 15? 30 seconds on Seekers.
Head back, Rudy. Really head back in.
I completely hadn't got it.
Have you got a long throw that's going to be up on us?
15 seconds, Seekers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Seekers release.
Oh my god.
Trev just caught as well. Pitch catch on pitch 2.
Trev, give me an extra second. Trev, you ruined that song!
Did you say who was my first
Game time.
18 minutes, 10 seconds, and 28 milliseconds.
Very important milliseconds.
He seems to be ranking.
No way.
Sean, where are you? Can you just stay here next slot? Cool. Yep, Sean's staying with me. Is that straight away? That's okay.